I'd like to thank my parents. I'd like to thank Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry, maybe he's going to see this. If I'm here, it's because of him.
Pretty amazing words you had for your best uncle. He might have something to say.
Where'd you go, Marcus?
Salut.
Thierry, can you talk about what you've seen in Marcus? I mean, from a young age.
Seeing Marcus from the very beginning, first and foremost, I was joking about it, but he got a body at the very beginning when he was young, but he wasn't inside his body yet. It was so weird because he had a way of running, and when he was young, you could see he was going to be big and tall, but more seriously, what I like with Marcus is he does listen. And when you tell him something, he's going on the field to do it. Not to tell you that he will try, he will do it. He always asks questions, and he knows that I'm going to tell him the truth. No matter what's happening, I'm going to have to keep it 100 with him.
What's the best advice Thierry's ever given you that you think has helped you in your game?
When I was little, I didn't really see him as Thierry Henry. I understood who he was growing and seeing videos and understanding who I was really talking to. And if I had to pick only one advice of him, is to, when you go on the pitch, you have no friends, you have to go there to kill. And I'm a very joyful person. I like to laugh. I like to make jokes. And by talking to him, he really developed this mindset of going on the pitch to kill, not to have fun, not to play around.
Marcus Thuram going one-on-one against Lilian Thuram in his prime. Who wins?
Oh, I know the answer to this.
Dad might got you on this one.
Yeah, for sure. That's not even a question. I'm his son. If I'm his son, he's going to let me pass. He's not going to hurt him. No. Maybe he's going to hurt his son. I don't know. But me, I'd have to say me.
Thierry, what do you have to say about that?
When Lilian was on the field, family, not family, whatever, if he could bring you down, he would have brought you down. That's how he used to play. Lilian was just a force of nature. And yes, I would like to think that, 1v1 situation, spacing behind, I think his dad would have struggled.
Oh, okay. Marcus, I want to talk to you about your father and his influence on you, because you were named after an activist. Thierry, you've been very vocal on activism and speaking about some of the struggles that people of color have in and around this game and around the world. Marcus, how much has your father rubbed off on you?
Well, my dad, I know who my dad is. I know what my dad represents and what he fights for and what he stands for. And I think it's just a normal education that a dad gives to his two childs, that you have to live and grow in the respect and know what you represent in the society as a black man and as a black person, and how could come across the road, difficulties that you could encounter in your life. And I think he prepared me for this.
It's incredible stuff. I mean, what Thierry has been doing and what Lilian stands for and how he's rubbed off on you. I wanted to move the conversation towards partnerships on the field, and you've struck, Marcus, an incredible partnership with Lautaro Martinez. That's one of the best dynamic duos we've seen recently. Talk to me about your relationship with Lautaro.
Well, first of all, Lautaro is one of the best strikers in the world. So I think playing along him is not the hardest thing in the world. I think he's a very intelligent player. I didn't always play as a number 9, so I like to run in the space, in the channel. I like to drop. And I think we like to do the same things and also not the same things. So I think we combine very well on that.
How has this season with Inter as a striker, now 13 goals, 13 assists, you kind of do it all, runs off the ball, your finishing ability. How has that helped you now transition into the French national team?
Well, I don't know if it's the same style, but I think the season I'm having with Inter is growing confidence in me to prove to myself first that I can be important in the team that wins the league, important in games against rival like Milan, against Juve. So I think it builds confidence, because when you play, like, for example, no respect to Mönchengladbach, but when you play against Mönchengladbach and you do good games, you always ask yourself, okay, I did a good game, but could I do it on a bigger stage? And doing this season on a bigger stage with Inter helps me and gives me a lot of confidence to go on national team and be confident about the fact that I can do it with the national team too.
We have Thierry Henry here, just one of the coolest, smoothest people. I see a lot of that in your game as well, but I also see it off the pitch in your fits, my guy. You really put that on, you feel me? Talk to me a little bit about your sense of style and how that helps you in your game and express yourself off the pitch.
Well, first thing first, everyone knows I didn't get that from my dad. But,
Oh, I thought your dad comes with the fits.
Oh, let
your
him,
dad comes with the.
let him spit.
Okay.
my dad comes with the hat always. That's a pretty good style. No, but more seriously, well, I think I'm from a generation of player that like to maintain themselves and have a good style off and on the pitch. On the pitch, I think it's a little less important, but off the pitch, yeah, I like to look fresh and well set together.
Will you keep that freshness next season when you got to face Thierry, the owner of Como? How is that gonna? How do you think that's gonna? How's that gonna play out? Yeah. How many goals are you gonna try and score against Como?
Well, what's funny is that I faced Thierry once in my career. He was coach at Monaco, and I was playing in Guingamp. And I think it's the game where I was the most motivated in my life before the game. So it will turn out good.
Ooh.
I like it.
Thierry, what have you noticed about his game as of late?
For me, is how he improved tactically, and now he can play well during the whole game, not moments. Everyone can have moments, and everyone can play. Have a little burst of an action where you run and you do something, and then I see you 20 minutes after, or I see you in the second half. Now I can see a certain consistency in the way that he plays the game, the way he presses, the way he can adapt. When you have a player like Marcus, you can play low, counter. You can play with two, he can play alone. He can play on the right, he can play on the left. But I thought what he was missing is the playing well during the whole game. And you got to be fit for that. And I think he did improve also physically. And the understanding also of how to play with someone up front is not an easy one, Charlie. You will know that. You don't play the same way with one and two. But the way he presses is more alert. He's not passive now in the game anymore. He's trying to see and guessing what's going to happen, or forces it at times also, because you need to force things, because he can, by the way, he can go on the wings and dribble past people. But what I like, that he didn't lose, he does share. And along the way, sometimes when you try to be a killer, people forget to share, or they do it later in their career. And to have the both at the same time and grow it, assist and goal, that speaks volume about the person that he is. And that's a trait of character that he has for a very long time since he's young. So I just hope that he can carry on.
Marcus, let me tell you something about Thierry. When I met him, I started calling him goleador. In Spanish, goal scorer, right? And he goes, no, asistidor. The person who gives the assist, he likes that better. And for him to say that about you, I think is really important. Where do you think, for example, you bring that to your game, the assist component to the game as well? Where is your ceiling, Marcus?
I'd like to think that I have no ceiling, because I think that if there's a ceiling, that means there's a limit. And I just want to work hard every day, have like objectives, and like, I don't know, go where it takes me, but not fixing limits. I know Thierry did a season with 20 goals, 20 assists. That would be something good to achieve. My bad, Thierry. My bad, I'm sorry. Today's strikers are asked to score, but I like players like Thierry Henry or like Karim Benzema that can score, but help the team play better. And I think that's the type of player I want to be. I want to help my team, not only score.
Thierry, what do you think is next for Marcus? What's the next step?
The next level is obviously being a starter for France, but that it's down to him. He has a coach that will help him do that above me, obviously, in a national team. But that's a goal that he needs to have. But the competition in the national team is not easy. But if he carries on playing the way he's playing right now, there is not a lot of people that can stop him. But continuity is key. Winning title is key. Developing yourself is key. Carry on doing what he's doing. You know, I always say to people that anyone can have a good season. But staying at the top for a long time, that's where you define good and great players and good and great careers. He knows what he has to do.
I want to turn the tables. I want to hear Marcus's advice to Thierry about playing in Serie A next year, because now you're well-versed, sir. So what can you tell Thierry about what he's up against?
Well, the good thing is that he's not on the pitch anymore. If not, we would have problems. But no, I hope he can come to the game. I know he's a very busy man. He has a lot of things to do. But I hope he can come to the game at San Siro, and when we play Como, it would be it's always nice. Me playing and being on the pitch, and him, I know, not too far, motivates me. So I hope he can come.
Hey, Cesc Fabregas gave us the offer for us to come down.
Invited us all.
What a perfect match.
Yeah, we all come down for the week. You know, we prep the game.
A little on the lake.
And, you know, we go to Thierry Chateau there somewhere, you know, something nice.
Oh, I'll be a killer.
I wanted to say something just really quickly. We often talk about the dads. We talk about the dads, and we talk about what maybe uncle and uncle do or whatnot. Let's talk about moms. His mom is outstanding. You know, Marcus' mom, I know Marcus' mom for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. What you don't know is, you know, when I arrived at Monaco, Lilian Thuram was there with Marcus' mom. And so I was always at their place. They were always cooking for me. They took care of me. And I know what type of family they are and what type of mom he has. So we often talk about that. But trust me, his mom wasn't there also. It would not have been the same.
She's going to be very happy, you know, because every time I do interviews, she sends me the interview and she's like, yeah, again, always dad, never. So she's going to be very happy this time. She's going to be very happy. She loves Thierry. Every time she sees Thierry, almost her eyes tear down because she loves Thierry, and it brings back a lot of memory. But yeah, mom is very important. Mom is always next to me, calling me, making me laugh. We have the same laugh. People say I have the same character as my mom. So no, mom is definitely very important to me.
That's special.
This is so beautiful.
It's just Mother's Day, so that comes
beautiful.
Perfect timing.
It's so obvious to see the very special relationship that you guys have, and thank you for letting us be a part of it today. This was really, really cool. I hope you guys both enjoyed it, and congrats to you both on really, really historic seasons. This is so exciting.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for inviting my favorite uncle.
Oh, you haven't seen anything because we have to behave. Trust me.